Okay, welcome to AI video creation class. I've arranged quite a lot in this class for you to learn, and they are all video courses, all right? And I'll be dropping them in parts. So I would encourage you to go through each of the videos that are in this group so that you can understand how to create your AI videos and the likes, all right? So in this class, what are the things you are going to learn? You are going to learn how to prompt. You're going to learn how to create AI video, 3D cartoon video creation, AI storytelling, AI flyer creation, AI photo variation creation, and a whole lot of others. All right. As bonus, I'll also be teaching you briefly how to create CapCut videos, how to edit videos on CapCut. Then I'll also show you how you can create an ebook and sell on Seller using AI. Some of the tools we're going to use include ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Google Flow, ImageFX, Rave, Google Whisk or Lab, Meta.ai, CapCut, Snapseed, and Canva. All right. We may use all the tools, we may use some of them, but if you follow me throughout this training, you will have little knowledge of all of these tools. All right. All or some of these tools. All right. So this class particularly is to introduce the course, just to tell you what you expect, and then we'll start with the first course, which is how to prompt. And this course will be using ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek. See, I didn't even include DeepSeek in these tools. All right, DeepSeek is another tool you can use to prompt. All right. So, like I told you, it's not every tool we may use. Excuse me. It's not every tool we may use, but you will be able to learn how to use any of these tools if you want to. Do you get? So, in this first class, I'll be teaching us how to prompt. All right. Let's go straight into it. So, like I told you, we can use any of these tools to achieve a good prompt. Gemini, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. All right. There are other prompting applications or sites. All right. But if you have any of these three, you are good to go. All right. You are good to go. Sometimes it's not having every app that makes you a professional. It's your ability to use each one to achieve results that makes you a professional. So basically, if you want to create AI videos, you must learn the act of prompting. You must learn the act of prompting. This is ChatGPT. Mine is dark. I put it on dark mode. Yours may be white. So this is where you can change it to either white or dark. All right. This is light mode. All right. So don't be confused. They're asking me to update. No need of that for now. So yours may be white, yours may be black, but if whatever it is, don't worry. You can always change the appearance from here. I like mine dark, that's why I left it at dark. You can decide to choose system, that's the default. So mine is dark because I prefer it dark. I don't like too much light on my face. So if you want to change yours, you can go to setting or just click on your name here and then change it. If you are using ChatGPT for the first time, they may ask you to input your email and the likes. All right, your name and your email and the like. All right, and then this is actually a pro a free version I'm using. But if you want to upgrade your own to pro, why not? You can upgrade it to pro. All right, but for me, I'm using ChatGPT very well, and I've not had any need to upgrade it to a pro version. All right, but sometimes when you prompt, some days you prompt a lot and then they'll tell you to hold on. After some hours, you can continue your prompting. So there's a limit to how much you can do on ChatGPT when you get to a certain level. Some days I prompt so much and they limit me for some hour and then I come and continue. Like if you check my history, if you check this place, if you click on it, you see my history. You see, these are the things I've prompt. These are prompts I have done. You see how large they are. These are prompts I have done. So they keep history for you of the things you have done. You can always come back to it and continue what you started. Do you get? So these are prompts I have done over the times I started using this ChatGPT. All right. So if you want to create AI video, you must learn the act of prompting. Prompting is the genesis of anything that has to do with AI. Your ability to prompt gives your video that special touch. Your ability to prompt gives your video that special edge. So whatever you want your video to look like, it will start from your prompting. So your prompting is the foundation. If you miss it in your prompting, you are likely going to miss it in your creation. All right. So this is ChatGPT. You can prompt it to give you anything. I can ask ChatGPT to write me a book. I can ask ChatGPT to write me a script. I can ask ChatGPT to, analyze even the market for me. I can ask ChatGPT what is the current trend of anything. I can ask ChatGPT. I can ask ChatGPT to give me the current condition of US and Iran war. So if I ask ChatGPT, what is the current condition of US Iran war? I'll click on this button to send. Send. See what is going to do. It's going to analyze, it's going to go around, check all the sites, and then it will give me a detailed explanation of what is happening. You see what it did? It gave me images, all right, news. This is Al Jazeera, Al Jazeera, Al Jazeera, Time News, The Guardian. These are all news platforms that are carry the news. And then it also gave me a brief discussion here. As of today, 6 March 2026, the conflict between the United States and Iran is ongoing and escalating, but it is not yet a full global war. It is mainly a regional war in the Middle East involving the US, Israel, Iran, and several nearby countries. You see that? So that's the beauty of ChatGPT. You see, it will give you the news, give you the write-up and tell you the source. This one is Wikipedia. Look at it, Wikipedia, Reuters, Al Jazeera, AP News. It's giving you, news. That is ChatGPT for you. Now, this you can continue your interaction. See what it's asking you here. If you want, I can also explain why the US attacked Iran in the first place, whether this conflict turned into World War III. If you tell it to continue, it will, anything direction you give it, it will continue. All right, but that's not what we want to do. I'm just telling you the power of ChatGPT and what you can do with it. All right, it's the same way. I want to start a new chat. Click on this button here to start a new chat. All right, so I want to start a new chat. So I want to tell ChatGPT to write me a story. I can tell him, write me a story about feminism. All right, about feminism in a contemporary world. All right, I'll now prompt it. See what it will give me. The weight of voices. You see, it's writing me a story. Give me the title of the story, the weight of voices, then the quiet frustration, subheading. You see prompting. Are you seeing that now? Are you seeing it? It's giving me more and more detail, the breaking points, more and more, the new beginning, more and more. Now it will keep writing until it has exhausted all its his knowledge per this question. All right. Now it's asking me, if you like, I can also help you turn this into a short film, expand it into a novel or feature film, add dramatic twists and deeper characters. Now you can decide to continue that interaction. But it's for the purpose of this class. I don't want this video to be too long. I won't be doing any further. All right. So I'm just teaching you prompting. Now, to make your prompt very rich, let me start a new chat. To make your prompt very rich, there are certain things you should consider. If you want to make your prompt to be very rich and to be detailed, there are things you should consider. One of the things you should consider is the idea. What do you want? The concept. What do you want to do? You need to have an idea, the concept, then the content of that idea. The content of that idea. What do you want inside that idea? All right. It's good to have an idea about feminism, or an idea about marketing, an idea about health. But it's not enough to say you want to write something about health. What area of health? Because health has different area. So you have to now specify in the content what should be, the content of that idea that you have. Then we also have specifications. All right. Every time you want to prompt, start with an idea, have an idea in your mind, then decide the content you want that idea to carry, then specify each of the content to be tailored towards a particular area of that idea. Then you also have the boundaries. The boundaries. What are the limits of what the prompt you want to generate? What are the limits? What are the limitations? All right. What don't you want in the concept? What don't you want in the content? What don't you want in that prompt? Because AI is like a robot. You need to tell it what you want and what you don't want, so that it doesn't lump everything into one. Do you get what I'm saying now? So once you have an idea, you decide what content you want to have in that idea, then specify each of the contents. Then you have to create a boundary. Your prompt should have a boundary, what it should do and what it shouldn't do. Then that also include having what we call negative prompt. Negative prompt is what you don't want your prompt to be. All right. I want a lady wearing yellow. I don't want a mixture of black in the yellow. I don't want this. I don't want her in a studio. I want her in a market. The market should not be noisy. Those are negative prompts. Or you are telling the AI not to go beyond certain limits that you have set. Do you get? Then the last thing I often tell people to do when they are creating a prompt is role play. For instance, many of you want to learn AI video creation because you want to tell stories, you want to create animated pictures, you want to create, you want to tell a story, you just want to create your own platform and then share your own thoughts. So if you want to do that, then your prompt must have a role play, what you want your characters to say, how you want your characters to behave. All right. So if you have these 6 things in your prompt is likely going to do well. Now, don't just give AI a direct suggestion. Just tell it to do anything for you. Just tell AI, create me a story about women, a story about men, a story about this. No, what story about women do you want AI to create for you? What story about men do you want AI to create for you? If you want to create an advertorial video, what kind of advertorial video? What are you selling? So you are the one that will tell AI what you want AI to do for you. AI will not just give you what you want or know your mind. If you tell it to give you a story about women, he will give you a general story, and the story may not actually fit to what you want. So you have to decide on what story you want to talk about. All right. If you want to create a faceless YouTube channel like many people do today, that's how it begins. You have to decide what kind of stories you want to tell. Is it horror story? Is it emotionally compelling story? Is it love story? Is it career stories? Is it health? So you must decide on the kind of prompts you want AI to give you. Do you get what I'm saying now? Now, I want us to generate a prompt using these 6 things I mentioned. These 6 things I mentioned. I want us to write a prompt using these 6 things. All right. So I'm going to have an idea. I want to create a prompt of a woman who is talking about her business. All right. She wants to introduce her business to people. All right. So the idea is that the woman is going to stand up from where she was sitting, and then she will pick a cloth from the hanger and then talk about the clothes and then ask people to buy. That's the idea. So I want the woman to sit, stand up, and then walk to the hanger, point the hanger or pick the clothes from the hanger and talk about the clothes and how much the clothes is worth. So my idea, then the content of my idea, I've addressed that. Then specification, clothes. I want us to pick clothes, talk about clothes. Then the boundaries. All right. I don't want her to I don't want her to sit all through. I want us to stand while talking, but I want her to stand up from where she was sitting and move towards the clothes. All right. Then the role play, I've already explained that, what she will say and all of that. So I'm going to ask AI now. Let me clean this up. Let me clean this up. Okay. Write me a prompt for a woman who who wants to advertise her clothing clothing shop. Write me no, let me not say prompt. A short a short script. Write me a prompt. Okay, write me a prompt. Let me put it this way. Write me a prompt for a short short advertorial film of a woman who wants to advertise her clothing shop. The woman should stand from sitting and walk to clothes on a hanger and talk about the clothes that she sells. All right. So this is what I wrote. Write me a prompt for a short advertorial film of a woman who wants to advertise her clothing shop. The woman should stand from sitting and walk to clothes on a hanger and talk about the clothes that she sells. Excuse me. Talk about the clothes that she sells. All right. So now I want you to give me a prompt. Now the reason why I'm asking to give me a prompt is because I want you to give me detailed description of how the whole scene looks so that I can use that prompt to generate images that I will later use to animate. Do you get the workflow now? So the prompt, because AI is good and it's digital, there's a limit to what I can prompt. I want AI to be the one that will prompt for me. So I'm giving the AI what I want, and then I'm asking him or asking the AI to give me a prompt that will help me to generate the image and then to animate the image. Do you get the idea now? So with this short thing I have written now, the AI will now give me a prompt. If I click on go now, just once, it will write me a prompt. Here is a clean cinematic prompt you can use to generate a short advertorial video for a clothing shop. Now, one of the things I forgot to do was I didn't include the time frame and the length of the video or the film. Do you get? So, but no while we can always edit that. So, you see the prompt to give me AI video prompt. A bright, stylish boutique interior. A confident African woman in her early 30s sits elegantly on a modern chair inside her clothing shop. Around her are neatly arranged racks of colorful dresses, elegant gowns, casual wear, trendy outfits. Soft natural light enters through the shop window, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. The woman smiles warmly at the camera, then stands up gracefully from the chair and walks towards a rack of beautiful clothes on hanger. As she walks, the camera prompting. So this is the prompt AI gave me. Are you seeing it now? Now it has given me a prompt. This is everything the woman did, and then it gives me dialogue. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to shop. The name of the shop. Your number one destination for classy, trendy. You give me the line the woman will deliver. Then it gives us another action. She lifts a stylish dress from the hanger. Whether you are going to church, the office, party, it gives me another line. Then give me another camera. So this is a prompt AI has given me. And AI is also telling me that I can do more dramatic viral advert version, scene by scene visual prompt, a version where the woman attract customer from outside the shop, very engaging ad. Do you get? So I have prompt. This is a prompt I will use for the next video I'm going to create. All right. So ChatGPT has given me the prompt. Now I'm going to take this prompt from here and I'll go to the next app I will use to create an image. Then I will create the image there and then move to the next app I will use to create or to animate the video. Do you get what I'm saying now? So I use ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek to create prompts. Then I used Grok, Rave, Google Whisk, and the rest of them to create images and also to create video animation. Do you get? So the first class addresses prompting, because if you get prompting right, you have gotten almost everything. Do you get? So I want to make this video short, so I'm talking about only prompting on this video. So you can go through the video again and again and understand how to prompt. I can also prompt more things from here, but for the purpose of this video, I just want to stop here so that it doesn't become too long for you. All right? So this is how we prompt. You can go in detail and ask him to give you more dialogue and the rest of them. You can also create another prompt entirely, and all of that. So let me stop here. I'll see you in the next video.